Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 24-yard line. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
From the gun, it's McCarron. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Near his goal line. Here's McCarron. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. Again, it'll be Freeman. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now Barkley. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They run it with Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Here's Barkley. And he will find his man on the outside. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now it's Carson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
To throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake here on 1st down. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Here's Carson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. Leopard.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sheldon Richardson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Throwing now is McCarron. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. McCarron now on first down. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now here's McCarron again. And his throw is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. McCarron on third. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Meanwhile, down in Glendale, and the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pretty move. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 7 yards to go on second down. The football a second time, and the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will do it. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Hey, tight end's right. One tight end. Now let's go. 3-19.
McCarron to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun snap for McCarron. But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion.
Tight end's left. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
And the wideout in motion. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. They find some open field here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run again with Carson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Meanwhile, down in Glendale. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that when they open the lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And, he'll be shoved to the turf that time. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Freeman again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. In motion is Austin Hooper. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. after the penalty. Here's Freeman. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. McCarron on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st. Here's McCarron. He hits Baldwin right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Carson. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
All right, here we go. No, check. No, check. Patriot.
In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Here we go now. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Looking deep for Gabriel. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Let's go. Green, 32. Good. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Hot.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. steps away to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now back to throw. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Drop to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.